Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to another day in Kindergarten Brooks Virtual Learning. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. Now, you all did a wonderful job yesterday with your virtual learning, and I know you're going to do a fantastic job and continue that today. Now, for our morning meeting this morning, um, we are going to be singing Who Stole the Cookie from the Cookie Jar. Now, you're going to do this at your home with your family. So it may look a little different than you've done it in class before. Now, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can have a pretend cookie um, that gets passed around, and then you could take turns doing the chant. Or you could roll a ball to the person. Everyone could be sitting down and you could roll the ball back and forth between all your family members until you've gotten through everyone. All right, and remember the chant, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? And then you would say the person's name, whose turn it is. So, for instance, Mr. Hall stole the cookie from the cookie jar. And then I say, who, me? And then everybody else says, yes, you. And then I say, couldn't be. And then you would say, then who? And then you would start over with another person. So, and say, who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? All right. And for sharing today, after you've done your who stole the cookie from the cookie jar, you can share what's your favorite cookie. Now, this is a tough one. Now, you have Snickerdoodles, Oreos, you have, peanut butter cookies, Oreos, Snickerdoodles, and chocolate chip cookies. Now, you can do this in your journal. I actually did it on a whiteboard. So you can see here, I put what's my favorite cookie, and I did tally marks. And in my household, chocolate chip was the most. So chocolate chip cookies were the most liked cookies. So you could do that in your journal and keep tally marks and see what is the favorite cookie in your household. Now, this is our morning message today. All right. Dear Kindergarten, today is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. Today is day 9 of virtual learning. Can you stretch out words? Love, the kindergarten teachers. So you are going to be stretching out some words today, and we're going to be doing some different activities. So you're going to have time to have some brain breaks where you can stretch out words with your hands. Remember how we stretched them out with our hands? You're going to have some time to do that during brain break. You'll also have some other chances to stretch out words today. All right, now the I Spy for today says, look for empty ink. How many do you see? So you're going to go through the morning message and count all the empty inks that you see and see if you can come up with the total. Now you could put this, you could record yourself saying the total in a slide in Seesaw and let us know how many you found. Or you could do this in your journal and take a picture of it. It's up to you. All right, so for Thursday, April 2nd, 2020, you have your responsibilities and your possibilities. Now, things that you're responsible for today, we have some Seesaw activities, of course, everyone's favorite, Raz Kids, and then the Letterland Phonics Online, which I know a lot of you have really been enjoying that. For possibilities today, Mrs. W from Miss Slingerland's class is reading a book called Knuffle Bunny 2. So you're going to get a chance to hear her read that. You also have writing in your journal, Dreambox, and of course, when you need that brain break, go to Go Noodle. All right, so on this next slide, you'll see a few of the different things that we're going to be doing today. One of the things is you're going to listen to this video about Stretchy the word snake. Now, we've become very familiar as we've been working in our small reading groups about how to use Stretchy the word snake. All right, so Jack Hartman is going to help us with that. All right, we're also going to be, the cookie jar song is on here. And the cookie jar game is going to be played with digraphs. It's so fun. I bet you can do it. And then we have another Jack Hartman video where he helps us with number bonds. And we're going to be working with the number 10. Okay? So he's going to show us some number bonds for the number 10. So the big number on the top and the two smaller numbers on the bottom. And then, of course, if you need Go Noodle, go and click on Go Noodle for a brain break. All right, our next slide shows our Read to Self time, which is Raz-Kids. All the teachers' logins are over here on the right-hand side of the computer. So go and do about 15-20 minutes of Raz-Kids. That would be excellent. You could also listen to Miss W read her story today as well. All right, and that's what's coming up next. Now, when she reads her story, you're going to get an opportunity to work in your journal. All right, so we're all familiar with the story retelling rope. Now, every story has characters, a setting, a problem, and a solution. And every story also has a beginning, middle, and end. Now, today in your journal, what I'd like you to do is write about and retell the problem and the solution of the story. So what was Trixie's problem in the story? How did she solve the problem at the end? So in your journal, you will write and upload this into Seesaw. What was Trixie's problem in this story? And how did she solve the problem at the end? Now, for word work today, you're going to be working with Stretchy Snake to stretch out some of these sounds. Now, I'm going to go over these pictures so you know what the pictures are, so when you go to stretch them out, you know what the pictures are. So, of course, we have cat. Over here, we have cab, leg, web, pan, jam, lip. So those are all your words. So your job is to try to write in and spell each of those words and post that into Seesaw. Now we would love to see you do that and then post yourself reading those words to us, okay? We'd love to be able to see you do that. We love hearing you read. We miss hearing you read in person. So this is the next best thing. We get to hear you read while you're online. All right, for spelling, today we want you to record yourself reading each of these sight words. All right, so hit that record button and post that slide in Seesaw so we can hear you reading these sight words. These are some of our older ones, so I'm hoping that a lot of you are going to be able to read them. And if not, hopefully your parents are going to be there to help you and you can do your best. All right, and today we have a writing activity. Now, the writing activity is going to be you recording yourself today. So if you would like to, you can do it in your journal and write what you need for materials first. Okay, so think back. We've been learning how to do how-to stories before we left school. Okay, so how-to stories have materials. These are the things you need. So what do you need to wash your hands? So look at the picture and think about what you need to wash your hands. All right, and then what do you do first? What do you do next? Then what do you do? And what do you do last? So I want you to go through and tell the materials you need and then tell the steps first, next, then, and last for washing your hands. And again, you can upload this onto Seesaw with you recording your voice, or you can write in your journal too and tell me all about it, and then record yourself reading what you wrote. You could even add pictures into it. That would be great. Our next slide, we have our Letterland Phonics. So click on that and practice your Letterland Phonics games. I know that's a favorite of a lot of you guys. And for math today, you're going to be doing a Seesaw activity where you are going to put the whole and then the parts for your numbers, and our number is going to be 10 for the whole. And then you're going to put the parts of 10 down at the bottom, in the bottom bubbles. Okay, so we want you to create part whole pictures. So the small partners are on the bottom and the whole total is at the top. All right, you can use circle dots or even emojis. Anything that you would like that we can count to make sure that you've got your math correct. So be creative. Use those Seesaw tools that you've been practicing with. All right, and remember, you are such a hard worker. Your work is perfect. All right, see you tomorrow, friend. We love you and we can't wait to see the work that you're turning in. Bye.